He's not done. He climbs back up the ladder as Seth is once again waiting for him. The two men continue to brawl. We are having one last brawl at the top of the ladder. Oh my God! Seth with a beautiful cutter to MDH, and that's gotta be it. Seth climbing the ladder. He has the championship. Your new SPW heavyweight champion, Seth. What the hell? Someone's attacking Seth Broad from behind. Oh my God, that's Quentin Carter. What the hell is Quentin Carter doing here as he hits a power bomb to Seth Broad? What the hell? MDH just rolls out of the ring. It's just Seth and QC. Quentin Carter throws Seth out of the ring. He's looking to set up the ladder now in the center of the ring. What the hell is going on here? QC is stealing the SPW Heavyweight Championship from under the nose of Seth Rollins. He didn't even beat Seth in the first round. He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this. Hell, he's stealing it.
So, SPW, what do you want to talk about? Oh, I actually have an idea. How about the fact that after one hard-fought tournament last week, your new SPW heavyweight champion was crowned? Wait. Hold up. Y'all gonna hate on me because of what? Because, spoiler alert, you idiots, I followed the rules. It ain't my fault that Adam Epps is an idiot. He wrote the rules to that stupid ladder match. Any man can grab the title, and the first person that does it becomes the champion. So if you ask me, he wanted this to happen. And to be clear, just so we all on the same page, y'all want to boo me because I followed the rules to a T? No. Or maybe because I spoiled your 5-star classic between Seth Rock and MVH. But see, here's a fact that you all don't want to hear, but I'm just going to do you a favor and share it anyway. Nobody, and I do mean nobody on this roster deserves this championship but me. Nobody has earned their right to hold this title. I am consistently the hardest worker on any show I'm on. You can check the track record, and I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of not getting the respect I'm due. So yeah, maybe I did have to jump somebody while their back was turned, but I'm the guy who ended up holding this title. And nobody, look at your neighbor and say, nobody is taking this away from me.
You know what, QC? In everything you just said, only one thing did you actually get right. You did get in the way of a classic between Seth and I. And even though I looked down and out after receiving that cutter off the top of the ladder, we all know, and everybody watching all know, that MVH is to never be counted out. But I didn't come out here to talk about last week. I came out here to talk about the future. The future where I beat the supposed SPW heavyweight champion in the main event tonight. You want to come out here and claim that you're the best? You want to tell all these people that you are taking what's yours? Don't make me laugh, you fraud. Of course, unless you'd like to prove it. I am just one of the many people who know for a fact that you may hold that belt right now, but until you defend it, you haven't earned shit. Hell, you don't even deserve to hold the title right now. Matter of fact on that, it's a privilege for you to even get to share a main event with somebody like me. And the only reason why it's worth my while is because, well, you're holding that title right there when it should be mine. So how about we spare everybody watching here tonight the boring side of this industry? Because nobody came here to watch us talk. I'm out here tonight to kick your sorry ass. And when I'm finished with you, this company will have a real heavyweight champion.
So, you think that you can come out during my time, during the champ's time? Man, you lucky I'm out here trying to celebrate with these bums and I'm in such a great mood after winning this heavyweight championship. Otherwise, maybe I'd take you up on that offer so I can slap the piss out your mouth. But no, you don't get a shot at my title that easy. I mean, don't you think if anyone were to get a shot, it would be Seth Brock? I mean, he was giving you that work in that ladder match, bro. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. See, this is the thing I love about you new guys. See, y'all show up thinking that you've earned any and everything when you aren't even the number one threat to me right now. No. MVH, you are nothing but a fish, a tadpole, a guppy, swimming in the bright blue ocean, about to cross the path of a shark that's real hungry.
And you are supposed to be the shark? The guy who lost in the title tournament is supposed to be the shark?
Oh, no. I'm not the shark. But he is. So you want a shot at the champ, right? So you got to get through this shark tonight, guppy. So in the main event of SPW, you're gonna go one-on-one with the champ's personal homeboy, brother from another mother, my bodyguard, Eddie J. I see dead people.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to more Syndicate Pro Wrestling as we get started in episode 2 of this episodic drama. We get started here tonight with some amazing matchups as we not only see women's action here tonight in the co-main event, Lacey Smith versus Louise Bates for the #1 contendership of the women's matchup, but we also get to see Eddie J versus MVH in the main event and a few others. Amazing surprises. We have many debuts scheduled here for week 2 action of SPW, but it all gets started with our very first matchup, a triple threat showcase, as we have multiple debuts coming up in this showcase. You're not going to want to miss every bit of SPW action, but before we get into it, we are going to start off by announcing one of the biggest signings in SPW today, one of the biggest signings in Canadian pro sports. You want to know who that is? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you right now the name of the man coming to SPW, debuting here tonight. It is Jeff Vendetta.
They not like us.
We're super excited to bring Jeff Vendetta in here tonight, and he will be debuting later tonight against an unknown mystery opponent. Any roster member has been put on notice that they can fight Jeff Vendetta here tonight, but we are going to start off with our very first matchup, the showcase, the triple threat elimination, and that comes right after this. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We have amazing SPW action coming next.
That's for bitching. You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that very interesting opening segment to start up our episode 2, we begin with the first matchup here tonight, a showcase matchup. It is a triple threat, and coming out first is the first member of this match in this triple threat. It is none other than Alex Vega. Alex Vega making his debut in SPW here tonight as he looks to make a name for himself here in the Canadian wrestling capital of the world, Syndicate Pro Wrestling. Alex Vega coming to the ring with a sense of aura around him. He just has the look in his eyes like he's looking to dominate tonight. In this first matchup, a showcase matchup, Alex Vega looks to take out the other competitors. And ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that in SPW, we do things a little bit differently. You saw in episode 1 that we had a ladder match to start off with eliminations. Well, eliminations are also present in triple threat matches as well, as Alex Vega goes head-to-head against 2 other opponents, and only will come out with the victory if he is able to eliminate the other 2 opponents in this matchup. Yes, you heard it right. It is a triple threat elimination match to start out episode 2 of SPW. as Alex Vega gets set up in the ring. We have our second competitor coming out, and you hear the music. You saw him in episode 1. It is Vontae Knox. Vontae, I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, Vontae came to me directly after his match against Ken Washington in the heavyweight championship tournament in episode 1, and he asked for another match. He asked for another chance here tonight. Vontae might not have started off the season exactly how he wanted. He wanted to be holding that title in his possession. Obviously, Ken Washington made sure he didn't. But tonight, he's in this spotlight triple threat to try and prove against 2 other debuts that Vontae Knox still has what it takes. Obviously, the Canadian fans love him. He made an impact unlike no other in SPW in episode 1. But the question is, can Vontae Knox pick up his first win here in SPW? We're about to find out as Vontae gets set up for his second match in Canada. The Canadian fans still loving some bulletproof Vontae Knox. But the question is, will that fan love be enough to get Vontae over the hump and get his first win in SPW? As Alex Vega stares daggers at Vontae Knox from outside the ring, we are about to find out who is the third and final member of this triple threat match. As Vontae Knox gets set up inside the ring. But who is coming out next? Ladies and gentlemen, it is one of the biggest debuts we have had thus far in SPW. Ray DeLucia. The first luchador coming to a Canadian company. I could not be more excited as we get to see new talents, new skills, new abilities from the high-flying sensation Ray DeLucia as he is signed on the dotted line and makes his way to Montreal, Quebec, Canada to compete in SPW, to compete in this spotlight matchup against Vontae Knox and Alex Vega. And you got to think, not only does Alex Vega want to make a point in this spotlight matchup, not only does Vontae Knox want to prove to everyone that he has what it takes to pick out the victory, but Ray DeLucia wants to show everyone that he also has some ability in this matchup. He also has some ability to pick up a huge win in his first ever match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Alex Vega, Vontae Knox, and of course, Ray DeLucia, all coming out here for this huge matchup. As we get started, Ray DeLucia and Alex Vega meet each other in the center of the ring. Ray immediately fighting out. Vontae Knox, though, going for a huge suplex. Not done with just one, though. Turns him around into a huge clothesline. All 3 of these men are looking to make statements here tonight in the opening match. As Vontae goes to the cover on Ray immediately, doesn't even get a 1 count. But all these men looking to make a statement in this triple threat match. It really just comes down to who could survive, as this is an elimination match. The first man to get an elimination will bring us down to a 1-on-1, which will be a huge advantage if any man could survive. You just have to be the first one not eliminated to give yourself a fighting chance here. As Vontae does a beautiful tip-off right into Ray, who brings Vontae to the ropes. Ray DeLucia trying to set something up, but gets jumped by Alex Vega. Alex Vega, though, with a huge punch to Ray DeLucia. Vontae, it seems like both men are going after Ray, but Ray flips out into some kicks and some combinations for Alex Vega. Beautiful head kick for Ray DeLucia, but Ray still not done, as both men seem to be going after the young star here in SPW. Vontae not taking the reversals by Ray DeLucia lightly, continues to show his own ability against the luchador, but the luchador quickly picks back up. He is not done yet. Ray is not done fighting with a beautiful kick to the face. Alex Vega getting a kendo stick on the outside, wondering what he's going to be doing with that. As Ray DeLucia is bringing it to Vontae Knox. Vontae Knox quickly reverses Alex Vega from the back with a kendo stick. waiting for a good moment to strike as Vontae hits strikes to the face of Rey DeLucia. Vontae taking into Alex Vega now. Alex Vega with a beautiful DDT. Rey DeLucia from behind, though, taking out Alex Vega. Vontae not with some beautiful maneuvers here. Going for the pin. Does he have it? One. Not even a 1 count again. Rey DeLucia showing some luchador toughness in this matchup. Vontae not into the corner. Alex Vega doesn't seem to know what he wants to do here as he goes back outside looking for another weapon. Weapons being perfectly legal in multi-man matches. Rey DeLucia showing off some ability, but a thrown chair to the back sends the man onto his face as once again he's trying to show off an arm drag against Alex Vega. Rey DeLucia, though, once again, it is the numbers game going against Rey in this matchup, as no matter what he does, he continues to have a man at his back looking to deal more damage as the big boot connects to Vontae Knott, who tries to make his way back up to his feet. Alex Vega sending Vontae into the ref. Could be some kind of strategy for Alex Vega, but Alex Vega quickly gets reversed as Vontae sends him into that chair on the mat. Rey DeLucia, what's he looking for here? Spinning tombstone pile driver, taking a page out of MVH's book. Can he get the cover? One. No, just a 1 count. Alex Vega, though, lifting Rey to his feet. Some kicks to the midsection and a huge clothesline, but a huge boot from Vontae Knott, who once again is showing that you can have no friends in this multi-man match as Alex Vega looks to lift Vontae Knott above his head. Vontae Knott trying to hold out, but Alex Vega showing his strength as he hits Vontae with a stalling suplex. Immediately into a kick by Rey DeLucia, though, as Rey picks Vega up, the big man, into a beautiful suplex, showing off the strength of the little man. DeLucia still shows that he can hang with the big dogs here at SPW, but gets clotheslined to the back of the head as Vega once again goes back out to the ring, to the outside of the ring, looking for another chair, as the chair in the middle of the ring might be broken. Rey says no, though. Rey does not want him to have the chair as he hits him with some kicks and lays him out on that chair. Vontae Knott, though, looking to smash Rey's head into the canvas. All three of these men want this win so badly. They want to either start out their careers here in SPW with a win, or just like Vontae Knott, get a huge win in SPW. That's why we have a showcase match. That's why we have a match like this, where all competitors can really show their abilities, show the rest of the roster what they're working with. As Vega rolls up Vontae Knott, can he get the first elimination? Not even a 1 count. All three of these men so hungry for their first win here in SPW. Huge knee to Rey, but he doesn't even look like he goes down as he sends Vontae into the corner. What's Rey looking for here? Huge suplex to Vontae Knott. Both men are down. Vontae quickly kips back up. Rey taunting Vontae, but Vontae looks to be more focused on Alex Vega right now as he gets some kicks to the midsection. Rey throws a kendo stick at Vontae Knott, but Vontae Knott quickly brawling back with Rey. The numbers advantage too much for Vontae, though, as Alex gets back up and throws Vontae onto the canvas. And now it looks like Rey and Vontae are going back and forth as some kind of variation of a stunner hits Rey DeLucia. Alex Vega taking the chair to Vontae Knott now. Once again, all perfectly legal in multi-man matches. There is no rules except get your man out of this ring. Get your man eliminated as Rey DeLucia looks to be eliminated right now. Only a 2 count from Alex Vega, who looks to be utilizing weapons in this matchup. Picking up Rey and slamming him right onto that chair. Alex taking full advantage of the rules here, as there really is none. This is all the way is this hardcore Canadian wrestling, as there is going to be tons of carnage, tons of weapons, tons of brutality dished out in this triple threat match. All for the sake of showcasing your ability, showcasing that you are the best here at SPW. Rey and Alex Vega are in the middle of the ring as Vontae takes a second to collect his breath on the outside. Beautiful stomps by Rey DeLucha inside of the ring. Vontae coming in with a kendo stick. Yet another kendo stick. What's he got planned for here as he waits in the corner as Rey DeLucha looking to tap out Alex Vega but can't do it. Vontae not though, with a beautiful shot to the kendo stick for both Alex Vega and Rey DeLucha. Just bringing it to both men as he snaps the kendo stick on the back of the head of Rey. Goes for the cover. Can he get it? 1, 2. No. You gotta wonder when one of these men is gonna say die, when one of these men have taken too much damage, as Vontae not going off the ropes for a bloody Sunday. That could be it for Alex Vega. 1, 2, no. That beautiful stomp, of course, known as the Bloody Sunday from Vontae Not enough to take out Alex Vega, but is this enough to take out Alex Vega as a Phoenix Splash? A Rising Phoenix from Rey DeLucha is just enough to take out Alex Vega. No! Vontae Not, though, calling the fans as he stomps out Rey, but Rey gets up immediately, not taking those stomps from Vontae Not. Alex Vega in a bad way after taking a Rising Phoenix and a Bloody Sunday from both competitors. Both competitors' signature moves. What does Alex Vega have planned here? Cut short by Vontae Not with a huge kendo stick to the face. Alex Vega is in a bad way as he just looks to fight back in this matchup. Vontae Not once again breaking a kendo stick on the head of Rey. Can he get the cover? 1, 2, no. Alex Vega needs to fight back, and he needs to fight back fast as both men have hit all their signatures on Alex Vega. But once again, Vontae Not and Rey both never say die as Alex Vega hits the mat again. Vontae is bringing it to Rey DeLucha in this showcase matchup. Rey bringing it right back as the two continue to brawl. Alex Vega once again back to his feet with a beautiful knee to Vontae Not. Rey DeLucha goes after Alex Vega immediately. Alex Vega has got to be stunned in some way. He's really slowed down in the action here tonight as he just hasn't been able to come back after getting a Bloody Sunday into a Rising Phoenix. But what does Rey have planned for Vontae Not? Showing off the athleticism is Rey DeLucha. Alex Vega, though, able to get a bit of momentum. A Sister Abigail to Rey DeLucha, and that could be it. 1, 2, no. Alex Vega finally being able to get his signature move, the Sister Abigail, into the match against Rey, but unable to put the luchador away as Rey DeLucha hits that beautiful head spin onto Vontae Not, sending him into the canvas. But once again, Vontae immediately getting up. It really is two athletic wrestlers against the strongman here tonight. It looks like the strongman just can't match the pace of the two athletes in Vontae Not and Rey. As Alex Vega, though, shows his ability, shows his strength against Vontae Not with a beautiful slam. Rey DeLucha getting the fans involved a little bit. Vega finally getting back into this match, finally getting back onto his feet, grabbing the kendo stick and taking it to Vontae Not, smash it on the first hit. Alex Vega finally getting his feet set in this match, finally coming back a little bit. The only question is, can he put Vontae Not away as he's looking to smash the man face first into the canvas, meeting Rey in the center of the ring. Rey sends him to the corner. What does Rey have planned here for Alex Vega? Right into Vontae Not goes Rey, though, as Vontae Not hits a beautiful knee. Once again, though, as one man goes down, another man grabs you from behind. Alex Vega looking to do some damage to Rey, lifts him above his head, presenting him to the Canadian crowd as Vontae finally gets back into this match and looks to take out Alex Vega with a Bloody Sunday. Doesn't go for the pin, though, looking to deal more damage onto the Samoan Vontae with a chair to both competitors, the Samoan and the Luchador, both going down with chair shots as Vontae comes completely unhinged in this week 2 of SPW action. Vontae looks to be dragging Ray to get him in better positioning. What's Vontae have planned for here? Is it another Bloody Sunday? Does he go for the pin? He does against Ray. This could be it. 1, 2, no. We still do not have an elimination. We have gone deep into the meat of this match here tonight, and yet no one has gone out. As I say meat, Vontae has a little message for Alex Vega, but all 3 of these men continue to fight. You can see just how important this match is for all 3 of these men. Vontae wanting to pick up that first win, and both our debuts looking to make a huge impact as that huge roll through to Alex Vega. Rey DeLucia still showing that he has steam in this matchup, still showing that he has more stamina to give. Ray rolls out of the ring though, get a quick breather, maybe grab a weapon, as Alex Vega hits some mounting punches onto Vontae Knott. But what does Ray have planned? Is he's bringing the corner, ref needs to get out of the corner. Alex Vega and Rey DeLucia in the corner. Ray looking to take out the legs of the big man, which is a smart move as someone so tall, if he loses his leg strength, he won't be able to hold up. What does Ray have planned? Beautiful backflip into a German suplex. Ray once again showing that he has the ability to hang with the big man. As Vontae hits a beautiful kick to the chest of Ray, which Ray could be out now. Vontae, though, setting his sights on Alex Vega, as once again smashing the face of Alex Vega into the mat. Alex Vega not lying down, though, as he goes into a beautiful drop kick by Ray, but that might have taken more out of Ray than it has Alex Vega, as Vontae looks to capitalize on this. What's he going for here? Bringing Ray into the ropes. And he looks to be dragging Ray's head across the ropes, maybe choking him out a little bit. Once again, all perfectly legal under this triple threat rules. Gut punches to Vontae Knott, sending a message to Alex Vega. None of these men have said die. None of these men have given up. We still continue the fight in this first match of the second episode of SPW, as Alex Vega, another kendo stick is broken onto the back of Vontae Knott. When will a man finally get the elimination? Alex Vega wants to be the first man to eliminate someone, as he's looking to do that with these knees to the gut of Ray. Alex Vega seems to be hyped up, but Ray looking to cover Vega. Can he get it? 1, 2, no. Moving his attention to Vontae Knott. Ray looking to take out the legs of the athletic Vontae, but goes right into a move by Alex Vega. Huge Samoan drop, but Alex Vega falls right on a broken kendo stick that could have been on the back of the Samoan, doing some real damage. What does Vega have planned for here against Ray? Doesn't look like he's going to get it, as Vontae sends him right to the ropes with a beautiful knee. Vontae going for the cover, spoiling the Samoan's big move. 2, no. Still, we do not have an elimination. Still, not a single man has given up, but Vontae isn't done with Vega just yet, as he's looking to hit another Bloody Sunday, center of the ring. This has got to be it. First elimination. 2, 3. Alex Vega, the first man eliminated in this matchup, as we are down to just 2. Rey DeLucia and Vontae Knott looking to show out, looking to pick up their first victory in the first match here tonight of SPW. Ray and Vontae meeting in the center of the ring. Finally, we are down to a 1v1. And Vontae looking to end it as early as this began, covering Rey DeLucia. Only a 2 count, close call there for the Luchador. But Vontae Knott showing that he can also fly, as he's calling Ray to his feet. What does Vontae have planned for here? A huge DDT that might have taken out the Luchador as Vontae taunts over Rey. Vontae with some brutal headbutts to Rey. Vontae starting to feel it. He's starting to feel the Canadian fans once again getting behind him, doing a huge kip up into that elbow drop, slowing the pace down just a little bit, but it's good as Rey looks to get some space going in the corner. Enough time passed for Rey to be able to get his strength back, looking for that beautiful head kick. Devontae not going for the pin. I don't know if it's going to be enough. 1, 2, so close. Rey once again going to the outside of the ring, maybe looking to bring in that chair. Once again, all perfectly legal. Decides not to bring in the chair, says he can do this himself. He doesn't need weapons. He only needs his wrestling ability as Rey wrenches the arm of Vontae Knott. These two are a perfect match of speed and ability as Rey sets out Vontae onto the canvas, looking to go for another Rising Phoenix. Can he hit it? He connects fully. Center of the ring. Gotta be it. 1, 2, no. Vontae showing that he also has gone to No Cell University, immediately gets back up into a spinning tombstone pile driver. Once again, the signature move of MDH, who we saw earlier tonight, but doesn't seem to be the move that can put away Vontae Knott, as Rey dropping the back of Vontae onto the hardest part of the ring, the apron, as Rey is hyped up and ready to continue this match, this opening match of SPW. Sending Vontae into the stairs. Which man is going to be the one to walk out with the victory here tonight? You got to think this is going to be huge for the upcoming junior heavyweight contendership idea, as we're looking to make matchups to see who's going to qualify for that first junior heavyweight contendership spot. Either that or a provincial title that also exists. Whoever can win this triple threat match has to put their name on one of the two titles, has to showcase that they have what it takes to overcome two other opponents, and they have the skill and ability to hunt for a championship here in SPW. Rey setting Vontae onto the concrete outside the ring, and both men are down, as it has taken everything out of both men to continue fighting here tonight. But Rey first to get up after that beautiful suplex to Vontae on the outside, sending Vontae into the stairs, but no, Vontae quickly reverses, grabbing the chair though, looking to deal some damage on the concrete on the outside to Rey as he looks to have broken the chair, flips off a fan of the audience. I don't know what that fan said to Vontae, but Vontae is not happy with the crowd here tonight as Rey gets some damage dealt to him on the outside of the ring. Vontae though, looking to send Rey into the steel steps. Rey stops before connecting, but Vontae makes sure the luchador goes into the steps, as he's not done dealing damage on the outside of the ring just yet. Finally, the two get back into the center of the ring, where the real match can continue to take place. After Rey sustained some serious damage on the outside of the ring, you got to think that Rey needs to take momentum back into this match, or else he might be done for good. Just as I say that, Vontae goes to the cover. This could be it. This could be a first win. No. Rey able to kick out, and Vontae showing a bit of anger towards the luchador, trying to finish off this man, but Rey will just not say die. Vontae looking to take out the arm of the luchador, Rey de Lucha. Now dealing some damage to the leg. Taking out all the limbs is Vontae Knott. And a huge knee to the face connects to Rey, but it doesn't seem like it's enough. Once again, though, Vontae, what's he going for here? Huge clothesline. That could be it for Rey. Once again to the cover. 1, 2. No. Not enough. to put away Ray. Ray continues to fight. Ray continues to show his heart. But it doesn't matter as a huge Bloody Sunday turns into a cutter by Ray DeLucia. Ray DeLucia cancels out the Bloody Sunday, and Ray looking to take back this matchup, looking to take back control is the Luchador. Going to the top rope. Can he hit it? Rising Phoenix. Cover. Center of the ring. 1, 2. Oh my God. Vontae, despite the huge cutter, despite everything, continues to kick out as Ray is not done with Vontae, not just yet. These two men continue to fight on as Ray smashes Vontae into the center of the mat once again. Vontae just will not give up. He wants his first win so badly. He wants nothing more than to come out with a victory. But Ray looking to put away the man with a huge head kick, giving it all he can with the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ray DeLucia is your triple threat winner, and Vontae cannot overcome the ability of the Luchador. The first Luchador signed to SPW, and the first win of hopefully his long career here in Syndicate Pro Wrestling. Ray DeLucia is your winner here tonight. Vontae not obviously disappointed with this loss as he once again could not pick up his first win. But you gotta think he gave it all he had. He gave it all he had in this matchup, and that's all you can do as a wrestler. You need to fight to the best of your ability. And it'll be interesting to see where Vontae Knott goes from here as Ray DeLucia's stock continues to rise in all of wrestling. One of the fastest rising stars has just shown up to SPW and put everyone on the roster on notice as Ray DeLucia continues his reign of dominance week to week. But we will see what's in plan for him next, as well as Alex Vega and Vontae Knott, who competed here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue the action as we lead in to our second matchup of the night. We see the debut of Jeff Vendetta, the Canadian hero, right after this.
Used to spend my nights out in ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back. Far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to announce that the greatest signing of Canadian pro sports history has just been made in Syndicate Pro Wrestling, as Jeff Vendetta, the Canadian hero, has signed on the dotted line and makes his debut here tonight in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, with his fellow Canadians watching on and cheering on as we very much could be looking at a future champion here in SPW. And let me tell you, I am just so excited that Jeff Vendetta signed on, looking to add to what we're building here in SPW. as he is the hero of many Canadians, myself included. I mean, we are fellow brothers within the lands of Canada, and although me and Jeff may not always get along, I can respect this man's ability, respect his talent as he looks to make his debut in episode 2. Match number 2 coming up next. Presenting once again, for your viewing pleasure, the Canadian hero, Jeff Vendetta. The only question that is left to ask is, who is Jeff Vendetta facing off against? Oh my God. Well, you hear the music. You know another so-called hero is about to make his debut in SPW as Johnny Columbus comes out to face off against Jeff Vendetta. And it looks like he brought a mic with him.
I think it's funny, SPW.
Ugh.
You were a wrestling show based in Canada, ran by one Canadian loser, and cheering for yet another Canadian loser. I mean, I get that there aren't a lot of role models to look up to in Canada. I mean, what the fuck do you guys even have here? But don't worry, you stupid Canadians. Johnny Columbus has made his triumphant debut here in SPW. And he is going to show you all what a real role model is. What a real hero is. See, Jeff, you want to come out here and make your claim on the SPW? Hell, I bet you even think you are going to start winning some gold here. But here comes the truth spoken by the true hero of SPW. You aren't worth a damn. You are a 2-bit has-been wrestler that had his 5 minutes of fame a long time ago. And I'm going to do all these fans a favor and expose you for the fraud you really are. After I beat you tonight, Adam Epps is going to send you back to wherever you came from, which I'm guessing is only about 5 minutes away from this dump. I'm going to outwork you, I'm going to outclass you, and once I have exposed your every flaw and pin you in the center of that ring, these dumb Canadians in that crowd will finally realize what we Americans all know. That Canadians can't measure up to the power and ability of true American heroes.
Well, you heard it here first. Johnny Columbus, the so-called hero, claiming himself the hero of SPW, looking to make a statement here tonight against Jeff Vendetta, bringing it with a huge bulldog to start the match, as I couldn't be more upset to start a match off with the Canadian hero versus the so-called hero, Johnny Columbus. But it doesn't matter. I'm getting paid to be here. I'm getting paid to commentate this match, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, as we all hope and pray that Jeff Vendetta is able to beat the brakes off of Johnny Columbus for spoiling his debut here in SPW. But Johnny Columbus quickly rolls up for the count. Just a 1 count, though. Doesn't get the 2 count. Johnny Columbus talking a big game before this match, saying that Canadians cannot hold to the pure strength and ability that Americans can. But Jeff Vendetta looking to prove him wrong as he drops the elbow on a Johnny Columbus. Jeff Vendetta, huge suplex to Johnny here tonight as both men are making their debuts here on episode 2, match 2 of SPW. Jeff going for the cover. Doesn't get it. Jeff and Johnny both fighting to make their name here in SPW, to make their name in Canadian wrestling. And although Johnny Columbus doesn't seem to care much for the Canadian crowd, he still wants to make his name. He still wants to hold gold. He still wants to be known as the guy in pro wrestling as Jeff Vendetta comes back at him with a huge forearm. Jeff Vendetta, obviously a fan favorite here in Syndicate Pro Wrestling. Johnny looking to spoil that as he slams the Canadian hero onto the concrete to the outside and looking to punch the head in of Jeff Vendetta. Once again, slamming his face onto the concrete. That has gotta hurt. As Johnny's looking to deal some major damage while holding that 10 count, but Jeff wants to bring the match right back into the ring, not spending too much time on the outside of the ring talking his shit to Johnny Columbus. Jeff immediately reverses the so-called hero's attempts to do some damage, but Johnny not able to get brought in the corner, not letting Jeff bring him into the corner, sending him off the ropes into another set of ropes underneath. Huge slam, and Johnny calls it a match, going for the cover. One, just a 1 count. You know, you can talk all you want about Johnny Columbus, but you do have to say the man knows how to make an entrance after deciding to forgo just a regular entrance, coming down to the stage with a mic in hand, setting himself above other roster members that might just make their debut, and saying that he's going to say whatever he wants to say to prove to the crowd that he is their real hero, that he's not afraid to break the bad news. As a win here tonight will surely back up everything Johnny Columbus has just said, but a loss may really impact the so-called hero, as the Canadian hero drops Johnny onto his back onto the canvas. It doesn't seem to be done as he hits another suplex, and it doesn't look like 2 is the right number as he's going for big number 3. Jeff Vendetta continues to lay the assault on a Johnny Columbus, but Johnny Columbus wisely rolls out of the way. What does Johnny Columbus have planned for here? Sending Jeff into the corner, but reversed as a huge elbow to the face of Johnny Columbus sets up Jeff for a huge move. Oh, he could be looking to tap out Johnny Columbus with a bear hug. Bringing in some Canadian wrestling classics. The good old bear hug, looking for a submission. Doesn't quite get it. But Jeff Vendetta continues to lay on the assault of Johnny Columbus, going for the pin. Could this be it? 1. Just a 1 count. Jeff Vendetta telling the Canadian fans to settle down. He has more planned for Johnny Columbus. As he goes to the top rope. Huge elbow drop. This could be it. 1, 2. No. Jeff clearly upset he couldn't get the pin there, but we are early into this matchup. We haven't even gotten to the real meat and potatoes of this matchup, and Jeff wants to put away Johnny quick. I mean, I get it. He talked all this trash as Jeff tells Johnny to suck it, but you have to respect the competitor of Johnny Columbus as Johnny quickly gets back up immediately. Graduating from No Cell University as Johnny Columbus setting Jeff off the ropes, looking to do some damage to the Canadian hero, but the Canadian hero quickly reverses. It doesn't seem like Johnny has been able to get a foothold in this matchup. He hasn't been able to do much in this matchup as Jeff looks at the big boot, but Johnny quickly reverses it with a kick to the gut. Johnny now trying to regain some composure, but ends up taking a huge Pele kick to the back of the head as Jeff is on the mat himself, taking a lot out of him to continue this assault. But Jeff looking to unpretty the face of Johnny Columbus, going for the pin. This could be it. 1, 2. No. The signature move of Jeff Vendetta, the unprettier, looking to damage the face of Johnny Columbus, continuing the assault onto the so-called hero of SPW. Once again, dropping another elbow drop onto Johnny Columbus, but Johnny Columbus quickly reverses, sending Jeff into the mat once again into a huge arm drag. Thinks he can get the pin off of this. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Only a 1 count. It's never a bad idea to go for the pin. I mean, you never know how damaged your opponent might be. But Johnny has not done enough in this matchup to qualify for a pin. He has not done enough to just pin a man like that. He needs to be in the driver's seat for a bit. He needs to bring out his signature moves. He needs to pull out some big damages. And just doing little flips like this, I don't know if that's going to be enough damage to Jeff Vendetta, but Johnny continues to do it, going for a bit of trolling in this matchup as he looks to celebrate with the Canadian crowd that hates him so much. Once again, another flip from Johnny Columbus. He's just looking to mess around in this matchup. He's looking to send a message to not only Jeff Vendetta, but the Canadian crowd here tonight in episode 2 of SPW. As Johnny is just looking to have a bit of fun in this matchup. Johnny, though, going outside to the top rope. The high-risk district. What's he have planned for here? Jeff Vendetta onto the back of the Canadian hero. Now goes for the pin. Could that be it? 1, 2, no. Johnny seems to be upset that he couldn't get the cover there, doing some major damage to the back of Jeff Vendetta. But Jeff, not taking it lying down, quickly reverses Johnny and trying to take out Johnny Columbus, trying to end the reign of tyranny here tonight by the so-called hero as he's dropping these knees onto Johnny Columbus, making sure Johnny won't be able to walk tomorrow. Jeff Vendetta stomping into the back of Johnny Columbus's head repeatedly, hits the canvas. Jeff is looking to do some major damage in his comeback against Johnny. What's he have planned for here? Another move. He is laying on the onslaught onto Johnny Columbus as Johnny Columbus continues to just take beating after beating after beating from the Canadian hero. And here comes more as we have more and more and more uppercuts to the so-called hero as the Canadian hero looks to take charge. More uppercuts, and here comes a huge drop kick, and that could be it for Johnny Columbus. Night. 1, 2, no. Jeff not done though. Looking to take out Johnny Columbus. Taking out a book out of another member here in the roster, the 93-degree knee by Anthony Racconi. Jeff Vendetta, the 1, 2, 3, takes out Johnny Columbus using Anthony Racconi's move, and Johnny Columbus is down and out. He just can't seem to get his bearings. That was a beautiful display of brutality from the Canadian hero to end off Johnny Columbus. As Jeff makes a statement here tonight that if you are looking to come after the Canadian hero, you best not miss. As Jeff picks up the victory in his debut here tonight. Well, it was an amazing showing by Johnny Columbus, who really tried to prove himself, to make his mark here in SPW, but at the end of the day, he just didn't have it here tonight against Jeff Vendetta. And I can say, as a Canadian, I am really happy that this man came out talking so much crap about Canadians, but ended up losing. It's going to be interesting to see how Johnny Columbus bounces back from this, but in the meantime, it's the Jeff Vendetta show going forward until someone can prove that they can take on the Canadian hero. But as it stands, we're going to continue on this match, continue on this night of amazing action as we go in our next match after this.
I am bored. We could do some pot.
Stop right there. You don't need drugs to have a good time. There are literally hundreds of things you can do.
Like what?
Well, you could play a sport, ride a bike, pray to Jesus, hang out with Kevin, read a book, or salute the flag. You could also walk your dog, make a snack, throw a frisbee, learn about Mexico, tickle Kevin, lick a potato, or join the army.
Hey, are you just trying to recruit us?
Nonsense. That's just one of the many positive things you can do instead of drugs. You could also do some push-ups. Stare at children, stare at Kevin, clean your firearm, draw a picture, draw a conclusion, or drive a tank for the U.S. Army.
I like it when the tank goes boom. It is pretty relaxing.
You know what's also relax? Take a walk in the park. Touch some grass. Be the grass. Be a rock. Now leave the park. Go for a drive. Head to your local Army recruitment center. Sign the paperwork. Go to boot camp. Fly overseas. Go to war. Hold a dying comrade in your arms as he mutters his last words.
At least I died drug-free.
I guess that is way cooler than getting high. But what if I get PTSD?
Just smoke some pot.
Nice try, but we've got better things to do. I want to join the army. Me too. Right after I lick this potato.
Are you fucking kidding me? I had that match won. Eliminated both guys from the match. Even took out that jobber on VH. All that was left was for me to grab my prize and cement my legacy as the first ever SPW heavyweight champion. But now, of course, there's controversy. Because a man that wasn't even in the fucking match in the first place decided to blindside me and run off with the title. You see, what we're not gonna do, QC, is run from this ass whooping you got coming to you. You know damn well I took you out in that first round, but of course, you gotta get involved in shit that doesn't concern you. As far as I see it, there's still no official SPW heavyweight champion. And I won't fucking rest until that title is in my hands. But more importantly, I won't stop until I get my hands on you, Quentin. For ruining my moment, for taking what was so clearly mine. QC, you can run all you like, but when I see you, it's on fucking sight.
And we are back with more SPW action. As in episode 2, match number 3, we are bringing more and more debuts. We are bringing more hot stars. As tonight, coming all the way from Japan, is yet another debut. And let me tell you, before this man debuts, I am absolutely excited to say that we were able to sign him. We were able to get him away from his home company in Japan and coming down all the way to Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the so-called Ace of Death, TJ Ace. Now, unknown to most Canadian wrestlers, hell, most American wrestlers, is TJ Ace, like I said, spends the majority of his time wrestling in Japan, but he has decided to take the flight. He has decided to come all the way down to Canada to debut here in SPW and try and make a name for himself across the seas, across the oceans, across many, many miles, to showcase his ability in front of Canadian fans, to showcase his strong style in front of Canadian fans as he makes his debut tonight in episode 2 of SPW. The Ace of Death looking calm, collected, and prepared as he is used to Japan crowds. And Canadian crowds, I mean, they might be a bit more rowdy than the crowds in Japan, but they are just as excited to see the strong style of any Japanese wrestler. The pyro budget going out the window as TJ Ace sets to make his debut here tonight. But who will be coming out to face off against the Ace of Death? Well, here he is, one man who is not afraid of a bit of strong style himself. The man who very much could have been the first ever SPW Heavyweight Champion. It is the Samoan Godzilla, Joey motherfucking Steen. And Steen, obviously a little bit pissed off after what happened in week 1. He thought he had an opportunity to become the first ever SPW Heavyweight Champion, not doing it for himself or even the fans, just looking to do it so he could add more names to the list of people he's destroyed in his wrestling career. But it doesn't seem to have phased him too much, as tonight he gets to compete in in-ring action against the Ace of Death, TJ Ace, as both men are looking to bring some strong style wrestling here tonight in match 3 of SPW episode 2. Well, Joey Steen has gotten settled into the ring, and he is ready for a fight against the Ace of Death, TJ Ace, as these two men are ready to face off for the first time in their careers. TJ Ace looking for a back elbow but misses. Joey Steen quickly reverses it, sending TJ into the corner. Starting out this match hot as TJ also reverses the knees up to the back of Joey Steen, sending Joey Steen back into the corner. Elbows to the back of the head. TJ Ace taking control of this matchup, slowing the pace down a little bit as the two big hitters look to face off, as what is Ace got planned for against Joey Steen, putting Steen in submission. This match is starting off hot and fast, ladies and gentlemen. Both these men want to prove that they have what it takes to be known as the hard hitter here in SPW. TJ Ace, though, trying to take off the hand of the Samoan Godzillas. That is the same hand that took out Anthony Rigoni in week 1 in the SPW Heavyweight Tournament with the thumb drive, as he wants to make sure that Joey Steen doesn't hit the thumb drive on TJ Ace here tonight. TJ Ace in full control of this matchup. Joey Steen is unable to handle the assault by TJ Ace. Going for the cover isn't enough to take out the Samoan Godzilla. Just a 1 count. Joey Steen, though, looking to be in a bad way. What does TJ Ace plan the Samoan Godzilla here? Another submission maneuver, trying to wear down the Samoan Godzilla, Joey Steen. Joey Steen trying to get to his feet, off the ropes. TJ Ace choking him with those ropes, perfectly legal in the rules of Canadian Pro Wrestling. Sending Joey Steen into the ropes, going under. Huge DDT from TJ Ace, but Joey Steen getting quickly back up, knocked back down. Joey Steen, though, not done fighting back just yet, as he wants to continue to try and regain momentum in this matchup, hitting some beautiful strikes on a TJ Ace. Those stiff strikes sending the Ace of Death into the mat. Go for the cover. 1, just a 1 count. Joey Steen looking to quickly put away TJ Ace. Steen once again with those stiff punches, those stiff mounted punches to TJ Ace. Huge maneuver by Joey Steen, bringing in some old school wrestling against the strong style TJ Ace. Joey Steen picking up TJ Ace, sending him into the ropes. Going for the cover. Can he get it? 1, just a 1 count. Joey Steen, though, not laying off the pressure, but TJ Ace isn't either, as he sends Joey Steen to the ropes. Beautiful back elbow that could have knocked any smaller man out, but not Joey Steen, as TJ Ace is looking for another suplex, sending Steen over his head. And now TJ is telling the Samoan Godzilla to bring it, as he connects with a beautiful drop kick. It is TJ back in the driver's seat. It is TJ taking full control of this match as he lifts Steen up with another beautiful maneuver as the two men are laid out on the ground. It has taken a lot out of TJ Ace to deal this much damage to to Joey Steen as he continues to try and deal damage to Samoa Godzilla in hopes of winning in his debut here tonight. Going for the pin once again. Can he get it? One. Just a 1 count. And if you're Joey Steen, you want to take full control of this matchup and you want to try and do your best to slow down the pace a little bit, as TJ is currently pushing the pace. The Ace of Death is pushing the pace to his speed. And if you're Joey Steen, you want to slow it down a little bit, deal more methodical damage, use your strong style that you know you have in your bag. As TJ Ace brings both men to the outside of the ring, dealing damage on the concrete below. 10 count is our count out here in SPW, but it doesn't look like TJ Ace even cares about that as he's trying to submit Joey Steen on the outside. We saw the same thing happen last week, where once again Joey Steen taps out on the outside. Now you got to think, as submissions do not count on the outside of the ring, is that just a tactic used by Joey Steen to quickly get out of the submission? Or is he actually tapping out from pure pain as Joey Steen remains on the ground here? Quickly dodging the maneuver by TJ Ace, going for the flying maneuver, but Joey Steen quickly dodging. Was it all a tactic? Was it all fake? Was Joey Steen ever really hurt? That clothesline answers your question as the Samoan Godzilla, a master of no selling here in SPW, shows off his ability once again. Joey Steen obviously faking the tap out to get out, letting TJ think he has the upper hand, but once again, taking back control of this matchup as TJ Ace went for the high-flying maneuver, but landed on the concrete below. That is the biggest problem with doing something like that here in SPW, is we do not have mats. It is pure concrete on that outside. Joey Steen, though, thinking for a second on the outside of the ring, come back in. Weapons are not legal in this matchup, but it doesn't seem like Joey Steen even really cares, as what does he have planned here for TJ Ace, doing some major damage to the back of the Ace of Death, sending TJ into the corner. Joey Steen setting up. It could be the hook of Maui, going for the pin. 1, 2, no. Just a 2 count. TJ Ace still on his feet. Joey Steen, though, doesn't seem done with yet another hook of Maui. That's gotta be it for TJ Ace. 1, 2, no. TJ Ace will not go down. Joey Steen throwing up some respect for the Ace of Death, but it seems like it is the end as Joey Steen gets to the corner. He is looking to call it. He is looking for a big spear. 1, 2, 3. The Samoan Godzilla continues his winning ways here in SPW, picking up a victory against TJ Ace. TJ Ace not only kicked out a 1 hook of Maui, not 2 hook of Maui's, but he had to get one final spear to put away the Ace of Death. You gotta respect it. But Joey Steen showing everyone that he is the dominant force he says he is here in SPW. You cannot ask for a harder hitting matchup than TJ Ace and Joey Steen. But as it comes down to it, Joey Steen just too powerful for TJ Ace. It could have been the flight all the way from Japan. It could have been, just not being in the right mental space for the matchup. TJ Ace obviously making no excuses for this loss here tonight, but it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back from this loss to Joey Steen. As we go forward, though, it'll be interesting to also see how Joey Steen uses this victory to continue on a path to dominance here in SPW, as once again, he just wants to kick some ass here in Canada. But next up, we are going to go forward with some women's action. The first women's matchup in SPW history, as we have Lacey Smith taking on Louise Bates for the women's qualifier for next week, where we crown the first ever women's champion. Lacey Smith, Louise Bates for that #1 contendership spot, coming next right after this.
SPW, it's me, Ashley Asylum, Lacey Smith, do unto everyone, and you are here to witness our greatness because we're the only group that deserves to be on top. You're gonna see Lacey Smith and Louise Bates go out there and fight for that #1 contendership, and it will be more of an execution than it will be a match, because this is just another thing that we are adding onto the mountain of accomplishments the two of us have achieved. All of it out there that there is, we've done. So while Louise experiences some California dreaming, me and Lacey will walk out with what we came to get, because in the end, that is a fact that Lacey wins tonight. And the great thing about facts is they don't care whether or not you believe in them, because they'll still be true.
Baby bet, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on him, couple blacks, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, throw it back, ayy, and this one is for the champion, ain't lost since I began, yo, funny how you said it was the year, yo, then I went did it again, yo, I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Get your soul, just tell him ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell him that the break is over. Yeah.
Well, after that commercial break, we are finally back. And we are back with an SPW first. It is women's action in the co-main event here tonight for the #1 contendership for the SPW women's title. And coming out first is none other than Lacey Smith. Alongside Ashley Asylum, both members of the final chapter, grouped together, known as Team Bestie, as the two consider themselves very close best friends. They will not go anywhere without each other. So although this is Lacey Smith's debut, Lacey Smith's big moment, it is also Ashley's debut here in SPW as she comes out with her best friend, Lacey, as Lacey looks to become the first ever #1 contender for the SPW Women's Championship, as we find out in the main event of episode 3 who that women's champion, that first ever women's champion will be. But Lacey has one big obstacle in front of her, and that is the power of positivity herself, Louise Bates, coming out right after Lacey gets settled in the ring. Lacey is finally settled in the ring with Ashley Asylum on the outside cheering on her best friend. And you hear the music, you know the face. We have brought in the most positive women's wrestler in the face of professional wrestling. It is Louise Bates. And let me tell you, I am super excited to have Louise Bates come down into SPW. This is one of my favorite signings for the women's division, at least, as Louise Bates is known across all of professional wrestling, across the world of CAW, as being one of the most positive faces in the women's division. And she brings her positivity here to SPW against Lacey Smith, competing for the #1 contendership of the SPW women's title. And I know the question some viewers might be having is, why is this just a contendership match? Why is this not for the title? Why are we not figuring out who the women's champion will be here tonight? And that is because an unknown commodity named Gigi Jackson made it in her contract that if she was not the #1 contender, the first up for the SPW Women's Championship, she would not sign here to SPW. So these two ladies, Lacey Smith and Louise Bates, have to compete tonight for that second contendership spot against Gigi Jackson, who they're going to face. The winner of this match goes on to face Gigi Jackson in the main event of episode 3. The match starts right now as Lacey immediately brings it to Louise Bates, and Louise Bates is down and out on the mat. Lacey looking to make quick work out of the power positivity Louise Bates as Louise gets sent face first into the mat, not being able to protect herself with the hands. Louise Bates in a bad way to start this match out as Lacey has started immediately with a beautiful barrage onto Louise Bates, not slowing down in the slightest, taking a few seconds to gloat and showcase just how far more talented Lacey Smith thinks she is from Louise Bates. She doesn't consider this a challenge. You heard Ashley Asylum before this talk about how Ashley really believes that this is just a stepping stone for Lacey Smith on her way to become the first ever women's champion. But Louise Bates looks to be a bigger stepping stone. She looks to be a blockade, stopping Lacey Smith, stopping the California Dreamin'. But Lacey not looking to slow down at all as Ashley Asylum immediately getting on to Team Bestie's good side, immediately showcasing her ability to kind of distract the ref. One of Team Bestie's signature abilities, one of their go-to things to do. Ashley distracting the ref as Lacey shows out for the fans here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Louise Bates not seeming to be in a good way, but quickly reverses. The two women face down in the middle of the ring, back and forth punches to prove who can stand this onslaught of attacks. Louise Bates with a huge chop. Lacey returns with a slap. Louise with another punch. Which woman is going to give up first as Lacey returns with more and more attacks? But Louise isn't standing down just yet. She's been in this position before. She's been the underdog. She's been the one to fight back. But Lacey is just too big of a challenge. It looks like Ashley, though, distracting the ref, might have worn out as the ref was fixing the turnbuckle while Lacey goes for the pin. That backfires on Team Bestie, but Louise quickly turns out. No, doesn't get the roll up. Thought that might have been it for Lacey Smith, but Louise just hasn't done enough damage, hasn't dazed Lacey enough as Lacey's in the driver's seat of this matchup. The underdog, Louise Bates, needs to do something and do something fast if they're going to come back. Huge maneuver by Lacey Smith, misses, but goes back for the second head kick and connects. That could be it for Louise Bates here tonight. A quick night in the office for Lacey Smith, but doesn't get the 3 count. Lacey seeming a bit upset that she couldn't put away Louise to start out this early in the match, but she's looking to do it now with a huge California Dreamin', and that is it for Louise Bates as Lacey moves on. No! Louise will not say die. She is letting the fans here tonight empower her, and she's looking to come back against Lacey Smith here tonight in the first ever women's match at SPW, sending Lacey to the outside. Ashley Asylum once again distracting the ref inside the ring. It doesn't seem like it's going to do much in this matchup as the two women fight on the outside, looking to beat the 10 count here tonight on episode 2. And obviously, as we know, the winner of this is going to face off against Gigi Jackson in the main event of SPW Episode 3 for the women's title. But the only question is, with Lacey showing such dominance right now and having the backing of Ashley Asylum, you got to think that Lacey is going to be the one to be moving on. Louise just doesn't have the ability in her right now to come back. She is playing underdog, and while she is playing it well, it just seems like Lacey is showing off her wrestling ability. She is showing off why she clearly deserves to be the first ever women's champion, as Louise Bates just can't overcome the power, the ability that is Lacey Smith. Lacey Smith, though, looking at Louise Bates. Huge neck crank there. Louise Bates just not able to get into this matchup, as once again, Lacey playing with her food at this point. Smashing the head of Louise Bates into the canvas. Louise, though, trying to get some sense of comeback, trying to fuel the fire that is these Canadian fans cheering for her, cheering for the power of positivity. But there's only so much positivity it can get you when you're faced off against Lacey Smith as Lacey sends Louise into the corner and is once again preparing to do more damage onto Louise Bates. It doesn't matter what Louise seems to be doing. It just seems like Lacey is in a whole nother league of her own as she dominates Louise Bates here in the co-main event of episode 2. Going for a submission here is Lacey Smith. Louise might tap. That might be enough for Louise, but no, it looks like Lacey just lets go of Louise Bates. Not done in this match just yet. Lacey once again showing off for the crowd, trying to get these Canadians behind Lacey in the FC, but no matter where the FC goes, they seem always to be hated. Once again, smashing the face of Louise Bates into the mat, and Lacey just not done yet, setting up for another California Dreaming, and Louise Bates has got to be out. It's got to be it. 1, 2, 3, no! Louise Bates has taken so much damage in this match, but she refuses to quit. She refuses to say die. She let these fans bring power into her. She continues to show why she is so positive. She continues to show why she fights back, why she is the underdog. Louise Bates looking to get any sort of momentum in this matchup, and this might be what she needs as Louise Bates sent Lacey off the ropes, jumps over her twice, huge kick. And another drop kick to the face of Lacey Smith. What does Louise have planned for here? Louise on her comeback, She might be able to take out Lacey. Huge DDT onto the mat, and Louise once again feeling the crowd ready to go. What does Louise have in store for Lacey Smith? Louise finally getting some momentum in this matchup. Roll through. And here it comes. Beautiful elbow to the face. And oh my God, what a maneuver by Louise Bates. And Lacey Smith looks to be out. She's quickly getting to her feet, but Louise Bates looking for the headlock driver as Lacey Smith is out. She's out. 1, 2, rope break. Lacey Smith able to get to the ropes. Louise Bates put her just too close to the ropes there, and Lacey Smith, although she's unable to get out, both two kick up at the same time. Louise Bates continues to try and deal some damage to Lacey Smith, but she is just so damaged herself as both women go to the mat. We love some good old-fashioned women's wrestling here at SPW in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, but it doesn't look like Louise Bates is finished with Lacey yet. She has the power coursing through her veins. She's ready to deal some major damage as she goes to the top rope. What does Louise have planned here? Huge splash. That's gotta be it. There's no ropes to grab. 1, 2, no. Lacey Smith able to fight back, able to show why she has the ability, quickly getting out of the way of Louise Bates, sending her to the ropes, and this could be the beginning of the end. Beautiful head kick. Lacey is feeling herself, and she's looking to finish off Louise with one final California Dreamin', center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Lacey Smith is going on to face Gigi Jackson next week in the main event of SPW for the SPW Women's Championship. And Lacey celebrates her moment in the ring. Louise Bates obviously was outmatched and outgunned here tonight by the final chapter member, Lacey Smith. But she showed her heart, she showed her ability as she fought back for the fans here tonight in Canada. But positivity can only take you so far, as Louise Bates just wasn't able to overcome the behemoth that is Lacey Smith. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we get through our first ever women's match here tonight in SPW, we move on to our main event as Eddie J debuts against MVH here tonight. And of course, if MVH is able to beat Eddie J alongside QC, QC said it himself that MVH, he will give him a shot at his SPW Heavyweight Championship if he is able to beat the shark in the big pond of SPW, that is Eddie J. So tonight, in the main event, we find out, is MVH going to be able to overcome Eddie J, or is MVH going to be the first victim of Mr. Say Less, Do More Eddie J? We find out in the main event right after this.
The classic taste of our refreshing Beth's Cola. Wouldn't it be great and convenient if there was a soda that could also satisfy hunger? Introducing the new cola flavored Beth's brand dietary replacement beverage. It's the new source of everything your body needs to run at 100% efficiency. Conventional food is archaic. Beth's brand dietary replacement beverage is injected directly into 3 special points for maximum efficiency. Embrace a fuel of a new generation, the fuel of the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long journey, but finally, we have made it to the main event of episode 2. Here tonight in SPW. And the man, the myth, the legend, the main character, MVH, looks to make his mark against Eddie J. A debuting Eddie J here tonight in SPW episode 2. Well, he has a big hill to climb, as not only is he going against Eddie J here tonight, a man who is known as Mr. Say Less, Do More, the bald-headed Messiah, the man who used to be a Navy SEAL, Eddie J. But MVH also has to overcome QC, who is most likely going to be standing alongside Eddie J as the two fight tonight for MVH to prove his spot for that SPW Heavyweight Championship. We saw it earlier tonight, MVH interrupting QC's supposed victory speech, saying that QC did not deserve the SPW Heavyweight Championship, and if anyone were to get the first shot at QC's defending of the title, it had to be the main character himself, MVH, and therefore he is looking to prove it tonight with a big victory over Eddie J. And of course, if he picks it up, you gotta think the request for the championship match is soon to follow. MVH getting settled into the ring. Not one usually to enjoy the adoration of the fans, but tonight, MVH is the good guy just because everyone else is so damn bad. As here comes the most hated man in Canada today, Quentin Carter, alongside the debuting Mr. Say Less, Do More, Eddie J. And it looks like they might have a ride to the ring as they're coming down to the ring in a ring. Well, QC clearly showing out for the fans who don't seem to care for him at all. The heavyweight champion, the supposed heavyweight champion, undefended, unrightfully taken, but QC continues to stand by the fact that he is the champion and no one is going to get in his way. I mean, talk about pageantry, talk about showmanship. QC, everything he does, he wants it to be special. Everything he does, he wants to make a show of it. And tonight is no different as Eddie J looks to make his debut against MVH, looking to make a mark against what could be one of QC's biggest rivals. As QC wants the spotlight still to be on him as he enters into the ring with Eddie J, who cheers him on. The SPW Heavyweight Champion gets set up to watch this main event from ringside. While Eddie J and MVH make their way to the corners for this main event matchup, it is QC who is the star standout between these three men as he looks to watch from ringside as his personal bodyguard, as he names it, Eddie J, goes one-on-one against MVH in the main event. The main character immediately starts off going at the Navy SEAL head on. The ex-Navy SEAL, huge clothesline to Eddie J as MVH has started this match out hot. MVH though looking for the big boot. Unable to connect. These two men going back and forth, not letting either man get positioning in this matchup as that huge spike kick to Eddie J sends him onto the mat. MBH going to the top rope, calling Mr. Say Let's Do More to his feet. What has MBH got planned for here? Huge shoulder tackle from the top rope. It might be it. It might be it. 1, 2. QC on the outside talking to the fans while his personal bodyguard looks to take care of business in the main event against the main character. But MBH is having none of it as the two continue to jostle for position. Eddie J, though, sending MBH directly to the mat. MBH once again will not get any second away from Eddie J, the ex-Navy SEAL. Mr. Say Let's Do More, the bald-headed Messiah, as MBH continues to bring the fight to Eddie J. Eddie J, though, not one to shy away from a fight, sending MBH out of the ring with a huge, hard Irish whip. QC staring down at what could be one of his biggest rivals here in SPW, as Eddie J finally goes outside the ring to do some damage onto the concrete and onto his opponent here tonight, MBH. 10-second count out. The ref is on 2 right now as Eddie J looks to deal some damage in MBH, but MBH reverses and throws Eddie J into the steel steps. And as I said earlier tonight, MBH, not one to be considered a face, not one to be considered the most liked by the fans. But here tonight, when you're going against QC and Eddie J, you are the most loved man in all of Canada. And that is something that MBH might have to get used to here in SPW as he fights against 2 men who are just as hated as he used to consider himself being. As MBH brings the strength, brings the power to Eddie J, slamming onto the mat once again. Hitting that body splash that MBH is known to love, celebrating with a bit of the fans, but maybe for too long as Eddie J gets the reversal and hits MBH once again back into the canvas. Eddie J taking control of this matchup. MBH sent in the corner and just thrown like the little guppy that QC says MBH he is. MBH, though, sent off the ropes by Eddie J. Eddie J looking for a chokeslam, unable to connect. MBH reverses it, looking to send Eddie J back into the corner. Eddie J reverses that, sending QC onto the ropes. And sending MBH back into the ring. These 2 men are brawling here tonight in the main event of episode 2. Eddie J is feeling himself in his debut here tonight. The personal bodyguard of QC is looking to dismantle the main character. And what does it mean for MBH if he's unable to overcome the shark known as Eddie J? What does it mean for his heavyweight title hopes as Eddie J is looking to bring them all crashing down? Eddie J once again right in the zone, but is the zone getting rolled up as he goes for the cover? Only a 1 count. Slows down the action for a quick sec. MBH looking to do some damage to the bald-headed Messiah, but Eddie J says no as he's looking to do more damage. 7 feet up and 7 feet down goes MBH, and he's got to be out on his back right now as Eddie J, the personal bodyguard, is doing some serious damage to MBH right now. Eddie J has never looked more comfortable than he does when he's in the middle of a fight. The ex-Navy SEAL is used to seeing his fair share of conflict as QC cheers from the outside. MBH bringing Eddie J to the corner, slamming his head off the turnbuckle, but it doesn't look to have slowed down Eddie J in the slightest as the 2 men continue to brawl. MBH looking to gather some momentum back, looking for the fans to cheer him on as he sets up the most dangerous move in SPW, the spinning tombstone pile driver we saw Rey de Lucha use earlier tonight. Will it be enough to put away Eddie J? No. MBH slowing down the action ever so slightly, but Eddie J playing a bit of possum as he looks to drop the big bicep, the big elbow onto the main character. What's Eddie J looking for here? Another beautiful slam onto MBH. Eddie J and QC obviously good friends, and that is why QC brought in Mr. Say Let's Do More to deal out his dirty work. But will Eddie J be able to do enough to QC's rival here tonight as he hits that beautiful pop-up uppercut? Eddie J standing over his defeated opponent. 1, 2, no! We saw in that matchup, Week 1, Match 1 of the SPW Heavyweight Tournament, that MVH is not one to say die after his matchup against Jeremy Barmore, the workhorse Jeremy Barmore, that MVH will never give up. He will never stop fighting. And just like he fought against Jeremy Barmore and in the main event of that SPW Heavyweight Tournament, he continues to fight against Eddie J here tonight. This man, the main character MVH, will not lose. He will not stop until he gets his eyes set on the SPW Heavyweight Championship match he wants against Quentin Carter. But Eddie J looking to shut that down, looking for a huge maneuver, another big power slam on an MVH. And Eddie J looking to end it with a huge forearm to the back of MVH. That could be it. 1, 2, no! Unable to get it is QC. Furious with Eddie J. He must be. Eddie J still not able to finish off MVH. MVH continuing to fight back harder and harder than ever. He will just not say die as Eddie J gets sent into the corner. MVH and Eddie J continue to brawl back and forth. Eddie J, though, looking to send MVH into the ropes. What's he got planned for here? Huge clothesline to the back of the head of MVH. Turning MVH over. Another dropping forearm to the head of MVH. And MVH very much could be out on his back, but he's just playing a bit of possum as he looks for that big body splash we all know him well for. Returning with another body splash is MVH, trying to get control of this matchup. What can MVH do here? Gets countered by Eddie J. He throws him out of the ring, but MVH not done yet. Hip up, back to the ring, still looking to continue the fight against Mr. Say Let's Do More. Eddie J throwing MVH into the corner. MVH, though, quickly turning it back around. These two men continue to brawl, looking to show the other man who's the strongest. They're defending themselves. They're looking to prove that they can take some punishment. MVH with a huge chop and a huge headbutt to end it off. He's feeling himself, and he is looking to finish off Eddie J in this main event. He's looking for it. He's looking for it. Can he connect with the huge spinning tombstone pile driver? That's gotta be it. 1, 2, no. MVH not able to get all of it. Still continuing to fight in this main event is MVH against Eddie J. The two are going back and forth. Eddie J with a big boot to MVH. Still fighting, still as strong as he just started in this main event. QC looking on from the outside as MVH gets a mud hole stomped into him, courtesy of Eddie J. MVH, though, reverses, looking to take some control back into this match. Bringing Eddie J over to the ropes. What does he have plans for the bald-headed Messiah? Taking out the powerful arms of Eddie J as MVH, a smart move to take out the strength from Eddie J. Ducks under, goes over, pop-up, backbreaker. And he's not done yet. He's not looking for the pin just yet. He knows he needs to do more damage to Eddie J if he has a hope in winning this matchup. But MVH continues to lay on the pressure as QC can only watch from the outside. But QC watching closely as if Eddie J cannot defeat MVH in this main event, he will be facing him next for the SPW Heavyweight Championship. Eddie J, though, fighting back into a huge arm drag by MVH as MVH looks to gloat to the fans, telling them that I am the future of this company. MBH once again trying to take out the arm of Eddie J, trying to take away some power as he goes for the cover. Can that be it? 2. No. Surprised that was a 2 count. Eddie J must be more tired than we think, ladies and gentlemen, as he continues to fight on in this matchup. But Eddie J might be losing some steam. MBH might be able to put the big man away with more moves like this as he throws him into the air and slams him down on the canvas below. But Eddie J isn't done just yet. As I say that, he continues to fight back. He continues to try and gain some momentum. Huge face breaker off the knee of Eddie J. MBH though goes for a quick roll up. Can that be it? 1, 2. No. MBH full steam ahead, looking to put away the bald-headed Messiah. What has MBH got planned for here? Huge suplex. Eddie J just needs to get some sense of control back in this match. He needs to take away some of the pressure MBH is putting on, as MBH is letting his hate after QC stole the SPW Heavyweight Championship away from him and Seth Rollins. He is letting that hate fuel him as the two start brawling on the outside of the ring. A 10 count is being called as the two fight on the concrete, the non-matted surface outside of the ring. MBH telling Eddie J to get back up. These two men will not stop brawling. MBH will not let up the pressure as we are on a 6 count here in the main event. MBH looking to send Eddie J back into the ring. Once again showing the symbol of the crowd that he is money. Slowing the pace down a little bit to show some fanfare to everyone who decided to buy a ticket for this episode of SPW. Going for the cover, don't know if it'll be enough. 2, no. Only a 2 count. It didn't look like Eddie J kicked out, but the ref called it a 2 count, and MBH looks to be a little bit upset as Eddie J looks to be crawling away, get some space away from the main character, but the main character is not letting up. MBH will not stop his onslaught against Eddie J, as what's he got for here? A beautiful DDT. A true master at work is MBH as he's looking to put away Eddie J, who just cannot come back in this matchup right now. Once again, is MBH looking for the spinning tombstone pile driver, but Eddie J able to reverse it this time. What's Eddie J looking for here? Brings MBH up onto his shoulders, but MBH reverses. He is not done just yet. He is not done just yet with a beautiful suplex. MBH telling Eddie J to get to his feet. He doesn't want to slow down the pace. He doesn't want to stop the onslaught. He wants to put away Eddie J for good. He wants to put the bodyguard of QC away for good as he's calling this match to be finished. He wants this to be over. MBH showing his power. Bombing Eddie J into the mat. MBH just will not stop the onslaught on Eddie J. He is feeling himself. There is nothing Eddie J can do here tonight to stop the main character, as MBH is looking to put away Eddie J. But right when I say that, Eddie J off the ropes. What is Eddie J looking for? 7 feet up, 7 feet down. MBH is in a bad way. Once again, another huge power slam to MBH. Eddie J taking back control. One mistake by MBH, and it could be the entire match for the main character as Eddie J once again drops the elbow onto MBH in the center of the ring. These huge slams from Eddie J, followed by the huge elbow drops, are telling a story of a man who was just too powerful to be beaten as he looks for the pin but doesn't get it. MBH continues to fight on. Eddie J, though, gonna want to end this match as soon as he can. He doesn't want MBH to get back in control. Huge neck breaker. Eddie J, though, does he have any gas left in the tank? Does either man have any gas left in the tank? As Eddie J, once again, going for that huge forearm drop to the back of the head. Cover. 1, 2. No. Eddie J sending MVH off the ropes, ducks under. What's he looking for here? Another big slam from 7 feet up in the air. MVH looks to recover, but eats a huge knee from the ex-Navy SEAL. Eddie J not done yet, though. Not done inflicting damage to the main character. He wants to put him away for his new boss, Quentin Carter, here in the main events. MVH looks to be in a bad way. Eddie J dealing some major damage. MVH quickly able to spin away. Once again feeling himself. Eddie J crawls to the corner trying to get some space away from MVH, but MVH will not stop. Goes for the cover. Can he get it? 2. No. Well, MVH looking for one final tombstone pile driver. And that is all she wrote for Eddie J, as QC can only watch on as Eddie J goes down for the 1, the 2, the 3. No! Eddie J kicks out. He is unable to be stopped. What?
You really think you're going to win this match? You stupid
QC
idiot.
Distracting MVH
Eddie J got
on
your
the
number.
outside. Eddie J up. He goes for another pop-up. Uppercut. MVH distracted by Quentin Carter. And that could be it for this matchup. 1, 2, 3. That is all she wrote for MVH. A quick distraction by Quentin Carter, who quickly takes off all his gear in excitement to celebrate. And what the hell is going on here as Eddie J looks to be calling QC, his boss, to grab a chair. They're not done with MVH just yet. That distraction by QC was enough to get the 1, 2, 3, but Eddie J is looking to show MVH here tonight in episode 2 that you are nothing more than a guppy in a shark's pond. QC demanding the chair from Eddie J, his personal bodyguard, as he wants to do some damage to the main character himself.
You know what? Hey, don't just chill out. Let me deal with this dummy right here. You just go get my limo ready.
QC
all right?
sending Eddie J away. He wants to send a message to MVH himself. He wants to do it all himself. He stole the SPW Heavyweight Championship, but he is looking to do this all by himself with no one else. Put away MVH for good with one final swing, but no, Seth Brault out of the crowd. Seth Brault stops QC from putting MVH away permanently, and QC can only walk away as he already sent Eddie J to the back. Seth Brault checking on MVH as QC walks away. The two stand triumphant. QC and Eddie J might have won the battle, but Seth Brault and MVH are looking to win the war. Both men had their moments stolen from them, and both men are looking to reclaim what they believe is theirs in the SPW Heavyweight Championship. But we will only find that out next week as we continue on in our episodic drama, SPW